Welcome everyone to another episode of the Mod Squad Horror Show. I'm your host Harley, as always joined by the wonderful Brandon.
Hey, how's it going?
We also have the fabulous Yo Cholo with us.
What's up?
Yo, Cholo.
Okay, how are you guys doing today?
Doing great. Like Felix, I think, a little sleepy. It was an early morning and a long day at work out in the sun, but I've got my little fan here blowing on me, and it's nice. So I'm doing a lot better now.
Fantastic over here.
Okay, let's start our show off with our sponsors. We have Straka Art. Guys, go check him out. He has new deals every week coming out. We also have Skullectomy by Jolt 7 Studios, guys. Lisa's an awesome person. Every skull is one of a kind. We also have shirts. Guys, this is our shirt of the month. You only have a couple more weeks to get this shirt. Scan that QR code up there in the corner and somebody will get with you.
Absolutely. Those are great shirts.
Okay, we're going to start our show off with the horror news. From Bloody Disgusting, upcoming slasher movie Founders Day rated R for strongly bloody violence.
I love strong, bloody violence in my slasher movies.
We also have From Bloody Disgusting, Dark Sky brings its slasher movie Founders Day to theaters in early 2024 with the teaser
Awesome.
trailer and a poster. I have that poster for you guys.
Awesome. That's so cool.
That poster, I told Harley there's something about it. It's simple, but it draws your attention.
I love a good themed horror like that, Like, I'm really excited to go see Thanksgiving tonight. I can't wait
We're
for that one. So,
supposedly gonna go see it tomorrow, but
yeah,
we'll see what's up.
I can't wait. So this Founders Day, I mean, that just looks awesome. I can't wait.
Show starts in 1 minute.
Let's all go to the lobby.
No, that's not creepy.
Let's all go.
Doesn't she look like Scarlett Johansson just a little bit? Oh shit!
Someone
You saw the finger
is
like
killing our children. Someone hell-bent on uprooting life in Fairwood as we know it, and making us forget who we are and where we've come from. Right now!
And now, on with the show.
Awesome.
you know what they say about
So from what I've heard about Thanksgiving, it's totally like the slasher resurgence, right? It's getting really good reviews, and I hope that this movie continues that trend. I'm totally all for a new slasher, like resurgence, a whodunit, who is the serial killer in the movie. I love those.
Yeah.
That's what I miss from Scream, being excited about finding out who the killer is. So these ones look hella fun.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you know what they say about movies, especially horror, and dumped in January, but this one actually looks good. It really does.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna go to the theaters. Like Thanksgiving, that's not one I would think I'd be into, but like Brandon says, it was time for the next generation, and I'm kind of feeling it a little bit with
And it's getting a
Thanksgiving
lot
in
of
this one.
really good reviews. Yeah, everybody is talking about how good it is. I can't wait to go watch it tonight.
I think it's fresh even on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
I may be mistaken, but is Thanksgiving the one where she gets her face stuck to the inside of the cooler door? Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I still want to see that.
Yeah.
We saw the trailer a few weeks back.
I know, but
Yeah.
we've seen a lot of trailers, and
It's true.
from comicbook.com, The Walking Dead's Chandler Riggs plays Peter Parker in Spider-Man horror movie. I don't know how
saw
I
this
feel.
article, but I was like, what?
I'm not sure how I feel about a Spider-Man horror movie.
Check it out. It's just it's like an 8-minute
It's a
thing because
fan film.
the same guy that did it, I looked into it, and he also did Fiona, Shrek's wife, and he did a horror movie based on it, and it was like only 8 minutes.
Oh, really?
So
Oh,
this is just like a short thing, but they did on X and TikTok, and I should have got it. Why when we were waiting? I don't know why I didn't. There was like a short 5-10 second little thing, and it actually
mhm,
looks decent. It looks decent.
cool.
I guess he gets bitten by a spider, but he goes out and kills blood. He kills people, so he's not a
Nice.
friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He's a different type, and I think it's not going to be that long. But I think the director is shooting for like a lights out type of deal, where someone sees it,
Oh,
likes
yeah.
it, and hires them to do it, kind of like the
Yep.
YouTuber did with Lights Out. So
Nice.
it's
Cool.
like I said, just glancing at the Fiona one, it looks like artistic. It looks artistic, so I think he's going for that route. I hope it's okay. Chandler Riggs, Carl, Walking Dead. So for at least for him, I hope
Mhm.
it's good.
Yeah.
From Bloody Disgusting, the first image upon the Omen prequel goes up in flames. I got that image for you guys. You know I have those images. I always do.
I'm like Harley with her images. That's what's up. Is it just the one?
It was just the
Oh,
one.
I see. It's the mouth and the eyes.
Oh shit! I didn't even see that
Yep.
the first 100 times I saw it.
Really?
Yeah. You know what? I
Hey,
love
so
that they're keeping it canon. They're keeping it canon to all the others.
I don't get it. How? How are you gonna have a prequel to The Omen? What is it? Just his parents having sex? Like the whole point of The Omen
It,
is Damien and little Damien growing up as the Antichrist. So what the hell is a prequel to The Omen?
probably how the
Is David
demon.
Gordon Green involved in this? This
No,
feels
no,
like
no,
David
no, he's
Gordon
not.
Green.
No,
This
he's
has
not.
David Gordon Green's smell
All
all
over
over
it,
it.
huh?
It'll
I
probably be
don't
From
how
know.
they got cursed to get.
I think,
They are
yeah.
milking
This article I
they're
really
milking
didn't
the
get
shit
into
out of
it,
these franchises.
but I think it's how the demon that took over Damien, or that is Damien, probably his origin and how he got to be where he was at to go into to be Damien, I think, or to be in, like you said, his dad's ball sack and come out and be.
That's what I'm saying. Jesus. All right. Well, I guess we'll see. I mean, I'm sure I'll end up watching it at some point, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not super
Rush
What
in the
did you? How
theater to
did?
see it.
excited about this one.
Honestly, I thought The Exorcist was good. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, it was
It
it was
wasn't
just
bad.
okay.
I don't think it
It
was
wasn't
bad.
anything it didn't, break any new ground or anything for me.
So was
And,
like the whole best part of it the trailer they showed.
yeah.
That's a lot of the
Yeah.
trailer pretty much shows the movie.
Yeah, it does. But, I like the original the Omen trilogy,
Same.
those were pretty good movies for the time. Sam Neill played an awesome grown up Damien in the third one. They made that
Yeah.
they did the remake with Liev Schreiber in the early 2000s. That one was kind of a snooze fest. But I don't know. That's pretty cool, really. Okay.
I
On a
remember my
side note, my son's name is Damien, and when we were picking out names, because we didn't pick it from the Omen, my husband's best friend's name was Damien growing up.
Uh-huh.
All of our family and his family refused to call him by his first name
because of the movie.
until he was like
Really?
12 years old, because they were
That's funny.
saying how your son's going to be the Antichrist and all this other stuff. But they all called him Christopher because his middle name's Christopher. And that's what they called
Yeah.
him until like 12 years old.
Again,
Yeah.
we're gonna name my
That's
oldest
funny.
son either Damien, Malachi, or something like that because we're into our horror.
I love these types of movies. I do. I love possession movies and Antichrist movies. They could be a lot of fun, but I just feel like they're reaching here. It feels like a reach to me.
Like
A
you said, it did
Omen
feel like
prequel.
a little bit of David Gordon Green smell to it.
Yeah, yeah,
But I
yeah.
real quick, as a
Absolutely.
kid, those they have those swords in that there's like those special swords that you can kill Damien with, like from the Vatican or whatever. I haven't seen the movie in years. Well, I don't know how, where, or what, but my mom had some of those swords in like a chest thing,
Mhm.
and my brother had me believing that if the devil or Damien or the Antichrist ever comes, we have the swords to kill him. And I thought those swords were it. My
Awesome.
mom had like little swords that kind of look like the ones in the movie, but just thought I'd throw that in there.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Maybe they were. Who knows?
From Bloody Disgusting. Volventron Station, Joy Hill, turning his short story into an official Creepshow comic book. I've got some
Overton
pictures of
Station.
the comic books for you guys, and these are pretty awesome looking comic books.
Yeah. Creepshow comics are usually pretty awesome. Yep. That's dope. I love that.
They're done by Skybound, who does Walking Dead and
Oh yeah. Yeah, I see that.
Invincible.
Love the creeper there. I
Image.
love
Yeah,
Creepshow.
those are pretty cool.
Those were awesome.
Super awesome.
Okay, let's move on to our trailer. This trailer is called Imaginary.
Every culture has a name for it. We call them imaginary friends.
This
How does it feel being back?
Good. I had such good memories here. Maybe my happy place can be our happy place?
Who left you all alone down here?
It was just my imagination.
I'm playing a new game with Chauncey.
The scavenger hunt list. That's fun.
Chauncey says you're not allowed to play with us.
Oh.
Because you left him. I need something happy.
Something happy. Ugh. I thought bugs freaked you out.
If I can finish my list, Chauncey will take me on a trip to the place he's from.
Something that hurts.
Alice?
But it was just my imagination.
You've been spending time with a new friend?
Running away with me.
He asked you to do something that hurt you.
That was part of
Just
the
like
game.
Boogeyman.
Does
I
that
think the
seem
little
like a
girl's gonna
game a
have to
good
be a good
friend would
actress to
want to
pull this
play?
off.
Maybe we shouldn't play together anymore, Chauncey. Maybe we shouldn't be friends. No.
She's lost, but we're gonna find her.
You've seen Jesus from the Walking
Every culture
Dead.
has entities that tether to the young. We call them imaginary friends.
You were always playing with your imaginary friend.
When the connection is severed, the entity becomes enraged.
He says he's right behind you.
But it was just my imagination.
Can I hang out with your imaginary friend?
He's not imaginary. He's not your friend.
Nah, I would have ran.
What do you think, Brandon?
It looks like it could be fun. It looks like it could be fun. I don't know. It could go either way, honestly. There's a lot going on in that trailer, so I will have to see.
Watch that trailer be the best part of the whole movie.
Yeah, that's
Even
what
the
I'm
trailer
worried about.
wasn't. Yeah,
It
like I
it
said,
didn't blow me away, but it could be good.
yeah, the little girl's acting's gonna do it for me or not. Again, we just recently watched What Was Wrong with the Kids, I think it's called. And those kids were bad actors, and it just killed the movie. But
Oh, really?
Boogeyman wasn't the best movie, and the little girl that played Princess Leia in the Obi-Wan
Yeah,
series,
she's
she was
good.
an awesome
Yeah,
actress.
she's
She
good.
pulled it off.
She's got a she's got a big career ahead of her, I think.
I like how it does. Like, if you notice, it did some of like the poltergeist with the door lighting up,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice that, but yeah.
and then it talked about how it ties the child with the evil part,
The
and that's
imaginary
kind of like the
friend.
poltergeist too.
Well, the evil spirits always try to go for the kids because they're easier to manipulate than the adults,
Yeah.
from what I hear.
Oh, it's just my
I
imagination.
know that's in my head too.
That's pretty good. The song is it was a good song choice.
Time for our urban legends or ghost stories. Brandon, this is all you.
It sure is. All right. All right. So for my ghost story today, I decided to look up. So I grew up in Idaho, and
I had a pen.
there's a lot of stories, especially like Native American stories and stuff from up there. And there's one in particular that I heard about when I was younger, growing up, and it is called the the water babies of Massacre Rocks.
What?
Now, Massacre Rocks is a state park. It's known for being a major part of the Oregon Trail. Settlers from the east passed through what is now the state park on their journey westward. Today, it's a popular destination to stop and appreciate the location's history. And this is what it looks like. Pretty beautiful area.
It's awesome, yeah.
Yeah. However, the area is also attached to a pretty creepy urban legend that not many people know about, the Idaho water babies of Massacre Rocks. Some say the area is haunted, and here's why. Outside of Pocatello, Idaho, is the beautiful state park known as Massacre Rocks. This state park is known for the role it played during the Oregon Trail era since many settlers passed through. What is now Interstate 84 used to be the same exact trail that the Oregon Trail immigrants traveled on. It's said that Massacre Rocks got its name from the narrow passage through the area's boulder configurations. Settlers traveling through the passage feared being ambushed by Native Americans, although it is unverified that any altercations actually happened there. The Snake River runs through, that's what you see right there. The Snake River runs through the Massacre Rocks area and is believed to be the main spot of paranormal activity. It's said that the river is haunted by supernatural beings called water babies, which are the spirits of drowned babies. What is the story behind the deaths of these babies? The story varies depending on which legend you hear, but the thought is the same. A popular belief is that the Native Americans who first inhabited the area went through a harsh famine, and the natives decided there wasn't enough food to feed any more people. So the mothers were forced to go down to the river and drown their babies as they were born. Other variations of the myth say that this happened among a group of white settlers during the 1800s. So it depends on which story you're listening to. But it's said that after the babies were drowned, and this is why it sounds more like a Native American legend. After the babies were drowned, they changed and grew fins and gills in order to survive in the water by eating small fish. People have reported seeing these water spirits playing in the canals and rivers in the Massacre Rocks area. And it's even said that these spirits try to lure humans to their deaths in order to avenge their sad fate. There's no denying the beauty of the area today and the rich history that goes along with it. Of course, there's no way of telling whether the sad legend behind Massacre Rocks is true or not. But if you go down to the riverbank, you may just hear the distant sound of a baby crying for its mother.
That's creepy.
That is water.
What do you remember from hearing about it as a kid?
Rocks.
What do you remember from hearing it
Um,
and reading about it now? Because you said you kind of heard about it back in the day. I'm just
yeah,
curious.
I mean, you know, yeah, I mean, growing up, I grew up in North Idaho. This is in Pocatello, Idaho, which is more like central Idaho. Um, but growing up in Idaho, we study it a lot in school. Native American legends and stuff like that, and history. And this is just one of those stories that you hear about. My high school mascot. I went to Clark Fork, Idaho, and our mascot was the Wampus cat, which the Wampus cat is actually a Native American legend, a mythical animal, I guess. It's basically like a mountain lion, but on the end of its tail, it has a spiked ball on the end of its tail, and it's like one of those Native American myth creatures that supposedly live in the mountains of northern Idaho. And so that was our school mascot, was the Wampus cat. So we grew up, listening to a lot of these
Yeah.
Native American stories, about the Wendigo and and stuff like that. So there's a lot of really cool stories, and this was one of them that I remember hearing when I was younger. That was totally creepy, and then when I was thinking about today, what story I should tell, I was kind of just looking for some ideas online, and this was the story that came up. There's a website. It's called let me look for it here. Yeah, the website where I found it, onlyinyourstate.com, and it actually shows, it has a list of all of the like most famous ghost stories or stories, urban legends from your state, and that was the one for Idaho. So I was like, hey, that's pretty cool, and I've heard of that before, so I thought I'd share that with you guys.
That's what's up.
Creepy.
Gonna have to.
The water babies of Massacre Rocks.
It's kind of
Just
the
sounds creepy.
opposite of the Llorona. Instead of the mother, weeping
Yeah,
for her
it's
kids, you hear the
the
kids
babies.
crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they're like little gross little gilled mermaid creatures that are trying to lure you into the river and bash your head on the rocks or something. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Okay, time for some horror rewind. Okay, this week our horror rewind is The Birds. It's a 1963 American natural horror film produced and directed by Alfred Hitchcock, loosely based on the 1952 book. Okay, Felix, go ahead and play that footage for us, please.
Roll that.
The bird attacks have subsided for the time being. Bodega Bay seems to be the center, though there are reports of minor attacks on Sebastopol and a few on Santa Rosa. Most of the townspeople have managed to get out, but there are still some isolated pockets of people.
Birds are not aggressive creatures, miss.
I wonder if you could help me.
They bring beauty into the world.
I said I wonder if you could help me.
It is mankind, rather.
Yes, what is it you're looking for, sir?
Lovebirds.
Lovebirds, sir?
Who insists upon making it difficult for life to exist upon this planet.
What were the crows after at the school?
What do you think they were after?
I think they were after the children.
For what purpose?
To kill them.
Someone there? Who is it?
Look.
No, it seemed to swoop down at you deliberately.
These birds attacked.
Why are they doing this? They said when you got here the whole thing started. Who are... What are you? Where did you come from? I think you're the cause of all this. I think you're evil! Evil!
Is the bird singing? Oh, never mind.
I love that
You know
movie.
what this?
I've seen it so many times.
I've seen
You
it
know what this?
once back in the day. Go ahead.
You know what this made me think of? Brandon, have you watched Schitt's Creek?
Yeah, love Schitt's Creek.
The mom does that movie, except it's called something else
Yeah,
on Schitt's Creek.
yeah, yeah.
Like she comes back with all the crows
This
glued to her dress.
yeah. What was that?
What's
It
Schitt's
was
Creek?
yeah. God, I can't remember what the movie was. It's a TV show, a series.
They called it the crows.
It's hilarious.
I don't think I've heard of it.
It's hilarious. You need to watch it.
You've never watched Schitt's Creek? Yeah, Schitt's Creek
Doesn't
is a
ring a
great.
bell.
It's a comedy. It's a really good show. Yeah, you definitely need to check it out. It's got Eugene Levy in it.
Oh, really?
And then his son plays in it also. And yeah, about this,
Oh, there's a couple
rich
seasons of it, right?
family that
Yeah.
loses
She
all.
watches it.
There's
I know
quite a
what it
few
is.
actually. Yeah, and they have to move to this small town, and yeah, it's awesome.
Really quick about the birds. I seen it once when I was a kid, and it just freaked me out a little bit. It wasn't too bad though.
Yeah.
I did hear the story of how it came about. I guess I don't know if it wasn't Alfred Hitchcock, because it was the person that wrote the book or whatever. They seen a bunch of dead birds. They went to a town and seen a bunch of dead birds, and they were like, "Well, what happened?" And they said that they just went nuts and ended up just like flying into the ground and into houses and killing themselves.
Yeah.
What they say happened, from what I'm trying to remember, I'm straining to remember. I guess the fish got into something and they got toxic, and then the birds ate the fish, and that made them go a little. And that they figured out like years later. But at that time, they didn't know what made the birds go crazy, and that kind of was the origin of the movie The Birds.
Yeah.
Living up north, we always get like flocks of birds like that. Like they'll be in the bushes next to your house, just the bush is full of nothing but birds like that, and it's creepy. It makes me think of that movie every time I see it.
Yeah. It just celebrated its 60th anniversary this year. I know. I just saw it was showing at the Regal here. But
and how was it seeing it like all these years later? Because, like I said, I haven't seen it since the 80s.
Oh, really? Oh man, I've watched it so many times. It's honestly, I think it's probably my favorite Hitchcock movie.
Hitchcock.
I love Tippi Hedren too. I think she's just a classy broad. I love her. I think she's gorgeous.
Okay.
New
Horror
segment.
movie trivia. Okay, so guys, I've got 2 questions, one for each of you. And if you don't know the answer, the other person gets a chance to answer it. Okay? So who wants to go first?
We'll let Brandon go first.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Question for you, Brandon. What kind of allergy does Charlie have in Hereditary?
You know, I only watched that one once. I wasn't a huge fan
Same
of
here.
Hereditary. I'm trying to think. That's the
When
little
the
girl.
when the girl hit her head on that thing, man, I was not expecting that, like, at all. That got me a little like, whoa.
So that's why she had her head out the window, right? Because she couldn't breathe from eating something. Is that what it was? What was it?
I have a guess,
Cinnamon?
but I don't remember.
Something like that? I don't remember.
I'm gonna say a peanut allergy.
Yes,
I
she
don't
had a
remember.
nut allergy.
I guess
what?
that makes sense. I don't know why I was
A
thinking
nut
cinnamon.
allergy.
That's a stupid answer.
Yeah, and that was just a
Okay.
guess. I
Okay.
didn't even.
Yeah.
I didn't remember.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of. It didn't really blow me away.
Same here.
Okay, Felix,
I
your
only watched it
question.
once.
In which state does the Blair Witch Project take place in?
I don't know, somewhere up there. Like, why did I get this one? I knew the other one, like Ohio or Kansas or Oklahoma, something like that. Somewhere over there.
No. Brandon, do you know?
I'm trying to think.
No,
I don't
we
think it
don't.
was. I don't think it was Massachusetts. It wasn't. It's not the same as like Salem, but I know it's somewhere in the Northeast. I want to say, God, I've watched like the documentary about it too and stuff. Trying to think, where were they?
I picked some good
Blair.
questions.
Yeah, you did. Well, I knew one of them.
Blair. Is it? It's not Connecticut. No, it's not Connecticut. Indiana? No, I don't know. I don't remember.
Maryland.
And you was something boring.
Oh, Maryland. Yeah.
Let's go to Maryland.
Okay, guys. Well, that
Might
is
as well
it for
be
this
Delaware.
Exactly.
Austin Powers.
Well,
we're in
We're
Delaware,
in
and they just
Delaware.
stand there.
We're in Delaware.
okay, guys. Well,
Good one.
Well, that
is
wasn't
it
Austin Powers. That was Wayne's World. I'm
Wayne's
sorry.
World.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Wayne's World. Harley's getting annoyed with us cutting her off. Sorry. I don't know when
Okay,
you're
guys.
going to speak. I just start talking, and then you just happen to be talking too at the same time.
She's really bad at
and then you
not.
just,
It's
and
like
then you just get super annoyed.
I'll let you go, Harley. Go ahead. You may speak.
I'm done.
Okay, guys.
But,
Well, that is it for. Oh my god.
I knew he was going to do that.
I'm going to mute myself.
Okay, guys. Well, that is it for this episode of the Mod Squad Horror Show. Go check out our Mod Squad community right here. Scan that QR code. Awesome things happen in that community.
That's what she said.
Also, go check out the Back to the Retro Review, the Daily Dank, and all our other shows, the Horror Show you are watching. Go check out the Movie Show, the Gamer Show, and we go live every Saturday night with a giveaway. For Brandon, Felix, myself, and the entire Mod Squad, see you in your nightmares.
See ya.
Hey, thanks for watching that episode. If you want more, tune into this video right here.
They want to tune into a better episode. Check this one out right here.
No, this one's better. Don't listen to him.